Today I'm going to be giving you 5 killer tips for an insane bajada. Now, what's a bajada? A bajada is a ball where you get a very high lob that bounces off the glass and you're able to hit it at a high point. It's an attacking shot from the back of the court. It's called bajada because in Spanish, bajada is something that's going down. So, for example, a slope down on the road would be a bajada as well. So, what you want is to bring the ball from a high point to a low point in an aggressive shot. Let's get into it. Tip number 1, only play a bajada if you have a high ball. If the ball isn't higher than your eye level, you're not going to be able to hit it properly because you're hitting it all the way from the back and you have to make sure that it doesn't hit the net. But also, you're going to hit it hard, so you got to be sure that it's not going to hit the back wall either. So what I'm saying is, you have a very small margin. The higher the ball is, the higher that or the larger that margin is going to be. Now, the shot looks like a little bit like a bandeja. Now, there's different kinds of shots in the bajada. There's people that, depending on how high the ball is, they can hit it like a smash almost. But most of the time, if the ball isn't high enough, you just want to prepare like if it's a bandeja right behind the ball and make sure to hit with power from there. Tip number 2, don't use a long backswing. You want to put the racket right behind the ball. And as I mentioned before, the shot usually is going to look like a bandeja, an open racket that goes under the ball so that you have a lot of control when hitting. Now, if you don't know what a bandeja is, make sure to watch our video explaining 5 killer tips for an insane bandeja as well. So, tip number 2, preparation must be short. If your backswing is very long, then you have a lot to control and you're not going to be able to hit a proper shot. If you put the racket right behind the ball, then you're going to be able to put a lot of power, but with the right control. Tip number 3, you only want to play a bajada when you can get behind the ball. So, if the ball bounces and hits the wall, but you're not able to put your body behind that ball, you're not going to hit a good shot. You're going to be hitting from here, and that's not going to be a solid bajada. Your bajada has to be a ball that hits the glass, leaves the glass, goes out, so that your body can be comfortably behind it, and from here you can hit a solid smash or shot down. Now, when hitting a bajada, if you don't have a very high shot, you're going to be hitting the ball here. In that case, make sure that your body stays up so that the shot doesn't go into the net. It is a very common mistake for people to hit the ball from here and have their body finish down. And so the racket travels this way instead of traveling this way, which not only means that the shot is going to have less control and it's going to probably go into the net, but also you're going to lose a lot of balance. If you hit the ball from here and go straight, your body stays up. If you hit the ball from here and go down, your body's going to go down as well. Now, that's also depending on the height of the shot. If you have a shot that is very high and you want to smash it from the back of the court, that's going to be fine. And obviously, you're going to go from here to here. This is in the case that you don't have a very high ball. In that case, you're going to hit from here and make sure that the racket travels forward, leaving you in a stable position. Tip number 5, choose wisely the speed at which you play. The thing is, most of the time, you're going to be playing the bandeja from the center of the court. Not always, but it's mostly going to be there where the ball is going to end. Now, from there, you have 3 choices. You can play to the side of the court. In that case, you're going to play it very softly because you're trying to create angles. Now, the thing about that is it's very risky to play it on the side. So only do that if you feel confident and if you're an experienced player. If you do choose the side, you have to play it softly. Now, the other 2 options that you have is to play to your opponent's body, either of your opponent's body, or to play it down the center. Now, if you play it to your opponent's body, you want to hit it as hard as possible because you want the ball, in case that they block it, you want the ball to end up in the glass. If it's down the center, you want to hit it hard, but take into consideration that if you try to hit it too hard to pass your opponent, the ball is going to bounce, it's going to hit the glass, and it's going to come back. So you might see yourself in a bad position if you play it too hard. So choose the speed wisely. If it goes to the sides, you're playing it soft with a lot of spin. If it goes to your opponent's body, you're playing it hard. And if you're playing to the center, you might want to play it a little bit softer or with more control, and ideally at a lower place. The higher you hit, the higher it's going to come back from the wall. All right, those were 5 killer tips for an insane bajada. Now it's time to apply it. Let us know what you want us to do in the comments, and see you next time.